It's finally arrived. I can start putting the rear suspension back together, because we should have here all the bits we need for it. So what we've got here, we've got the bushing kit. This is for those U-bolts, for the springs, underneath the springs, those for the bush. These are for the shackle at the back, so no problem with those going on. And these ones are for the front spring. That's going to be interesting getting in, because I'm going to have to get that through the hole somehow. So that one's going to be interesting. Then I got myself a whole bunch of nuts and bolts, because I'm always struggling to find the Imperial. These are replacement ends for the sway bar, the anti-roll bar at the rear, because those were, well actually, I mean, looking at this, those were the ones I have got are probably okay, because they don't look dissimilar. They've got big gaps in there as well, so I might be able to just hold on to those. I got a couple of extra for the brake, because I only have one in on one side, so I've got two. I got these, I can't remember why I picked these ones out in particular, but I needed some extra, they're for the U-bolts. I only ordered one of these, but they sent me two. Well, I won't complain. I think I only ordered one, unless I ordered it twice. No, I only ordered one, but I've got two. So I'll have to paint that up and get it on. And this is for the exhaust, so I won't use this week in this episode. I'll be using that when I fix the exhaust. And a couple of lock washers, lock nuts for, I can't remember why I needed those. I needed them for something where I wasn't happy with what I still had, so, and hopefully they're a different size to these ones that I bought loads of. Yeah, 7/16 is supposed to 3x. So that's what we've got come. That should allow us, as long as I can get these on, to get the suspension all back together, and to do the exhaust as well afterwards. It's really, really cold out here today, so we'll see how long I manage. But we're going to start by trying to reassemble some of this stuff. We're going to start with these, which have to go in here, which is going to be interesting. I don't know if that's in shot. Right, so these have to go in there. And these have a lip on both sides, so won't be easy to get in. I've got this here. I think I probably want a piece of wood across here as well, actually, because otherwise it's only going to be on part of it, just to spread the load a bit. Do I have a piece down here? Looks like my excellent filing system hasn't worked today. So this is an old bit of shimmed metal from the rubber bumpers, so if those go on there, yeah, that'll do. That should do the trick. So we're going to start by applying plenty of grease to this, or whatever it is that came in the packet. Okay. That looks very close to have worked, but as you can see, it's still poking out a bit here. It's not poking out at all on the other side. We're going to try to find another ratchet, another socket, slightly bigger one. You see things quite going over this. That's going to be a problem. I think we're just going to try squeezing it on both sides and seeing if that does the trick. Right, well, my hands are absolutely frozen, so I don't know if I'm going to be able to manage any longer out here today. And that was just a couple of minutes. I think I need to have a think about how I'm going to do this. This is my only socket that's going to be big enough to go over and might help pull it through. And you'll recall the way I took it out was with a long bar. Well, so this is the threaded bar I used in order to get those previous bushes out. I think I'm going to have to use that again in order to get the new ones in, which is fine. It just means I need to take that down in order to do it. So we will try to warm up my fingers a bit and then we'll have a go at that. Okay, so I want to push it this way. I've got here clearly the threaded rod, I've got the nut here, I've then got a big washer to spread the weight, I've got my socket which hopefully is big enough, and you can see the little gap, and so now I'm going to tighten this up. Okay, and I can see that's moved in. Yeah, okay, good. That's through on both sides now. So that actually works very easily. So that's one in. Now we need to get the inside it. This now needs to go on the inside. So I'm going to take it out so that I can use this again. Although I wonder actually if this is a better tool. Okay, that seems to be in pretty well. So that's how it's done. It's quite simple in the end. Get the first one in, put the second in. So, see if my hands are warm enough to do the second one now, but I won't film it. Right, it's so cold outside that I've got the garage door shut to keep a bit of warmth in, and there's very little space because I've got some water ingress into the stag, and I'm trying to get it dried out so I can work out where it's leaking. So with that in mind, it's tight and cramped, and I'm going to try to do this like that. Okay, so so we're going to start putting suspension back together. I'm going to start here, getting the sway bar on. Then we'll move around to the other side and put the right suspension on. Oh well, no, we might as well do this side. Oh well, we'll see what I feel like. Okay, so that's what we're going to start with. I'm just trying to work out what goes with what. Okay, so I think this is my sway bar one, and we're going to use a bit of copper grease on it. Okay, so we're going to put some copper grease on here, and then we'll feed it through and get that on first. I've applied copper grease, if I can get it in, to the whole shaft, because they were rather stuck in before, and I'd like to avoid that happening again. Okay, we'll check the torques later. Okay, next bit we're going to do is install the damper. So I've already put the bolts through. Okay, we will come back and torque that up afterwards. Just want to show you this. So we've got this broken one here. If you can see, I mean, that if this was connected up, you can see it would be taut. That one at the far end, I don't know if you can just see it. It's got some flex in it. I'll see if I can point an arrow at it or something when we put this on. So that would imply, now these come in two sizes, chrome bumper and rubber bumper. The chrome bumper is slightly shorter. I did order two, and I've got the other one to put on. And I did check my order, and my order said I had ordered the rubber bumper, but I think I might have been sent chrome bumper. So we will try the other one. We'll see if we get the same problem, and we'll go back to them if we do have a problem. Right, so what next? I think we'll start installing the spring next at the front. Okay, I missed a bit of video in there. I went in, had some lunch and stuff because I was struggling. I came back out, and the way I got these in the end is I used two sets of these adjustable wrenches. One to hold it in place along there, and then another to then squeeze this side in. Okay, so I actually used two. So they're both, I don't know, they're both about 30 centimetres grips. So from here across and then from here across to there is how I did that. So we'll now go back to the front, I think, and try to get that pushed up. Right, apologies, I've again switched off the video. I couldn't work out how to get this in. What I eventually worked out, I took it out at this end. I got the shackle as far forward as I could, so I pushed this as far forward and then jacked up so that this came through. I then had to use a bit of a hammer to get it lined up properly. So that needs torquing still, but that is now in place. Tell you what, I went in and I watched a couple of videos, Steve Denton and the other guy that's up in northern Britain, and who does the racing, and they make it look so simple. Can I just say, it's not. It is not simple to get those in. That's a really tight fit, so yeah, but we're in now. We're going to torque this side up, I think. Is there anything else? Oh yeah, no, I need to do the U-bolts first, and then we'll come around to torquing, so hopefully we'll video the U-bolts. Okay, so we have got here the don't know what that is actually, the sway bar, anti-roll bar, I don't know, whatever that is. So we've got that to go back in, and that fits on to the damper here. We've got new bushes which we're going to put in, and we've got new lock nuts, so we're going to put all of that together now, hopefully. Okay, so we're going to try to put all of that together now. We will start with the with this again. We're going to do all the tensioning up later, the torquing. Okay, I'm having trouble getting these U-bolts on as well. As you can see, the threads aren't coming down the bottom. Up at the top, I've got this gap here on the back side, okay, where it should be flush, and you set the front side. Oh. There you go. The front side, you can see it's pressing against the front. So I don't know. I mean, I've been struggling with this for an hour now, including and I had a break. I had a look at how David double barrel surname did it, and how Steve Fenton did it. Steve Denton. Both of them make it look so easy. So I'm not quite sure what I got wrong. So the spring's going in. It's the same spring going on this side. So I haven't mixed them up in any way. I'm pretty certain of that. So not sure what it is. Right, well, we're going to take another break and have a look, but I'm not recording whilst I'm doing this. Okay, so sometimes it's a good idea to actually listen to what you're saying to yourself. So my comment was that it wasn't coming up flat here, okay, and that it was kind of forward. And the problem was that the axle was actually leaning forward. And why was the axle leaning forward? Well, the axle was leaning forward because I've really got nothing but a couple of stands holding everything in place. And so it was actually in the drive shaft, the prop shaft was down there. So I moved this jack forward a bit and jacked it up further forward. That rotated the drive shaft. And so it then was parallel and they went in. Still took a bit of effort, but it all went in, which is what I wanted. So it's really cold out here, so I think I'm going to stop now for today. I might put this live and I might hang on and do the other side as well. But I have not talked anything yet. Okay, so I need to talk everything, but everything is now back on. This side was certainly easier, so a bit of experience certainly helps. I am going to... The one bit I haven't done is over here. You'll remember we had a strap that snapped. And so this is the other one, new one, and you can see that that's at full length. And is not reaching all the way. The one at the other side you can just about see is holding on fine. So people have commented saying they think I got the wrong ones. Well, I ordered the right ones, but it looks like it's possible the wrong ones have been delivered. So I've taken photos and I'm just emailing the company now. I see no point in fixing this one back on just to snap again. So next task is to sort out the exhaust.